So in my classroom teaching ninth graders, I really try to have a balance of more traditional structures as well as a lot of free choice and creativity. So a blend of the project-based learning with structures that can help them learn to be good managers of their time.
An ideal day is one where students have a clear understanding of an objective and they're just working together to create something. I think anytime students are building something with a clear understanding of what they're building, that says so much about the learning that's going on. They need to understand the purpose, they need to understand the process. So an ideal day in my classroom, I've got all of my kids working towards something that they're passionate about, and I'm just walking around supporting that.
The focus for me is writing, critical thinking, learning how to be researchers, project management, time management type stuff. It's more skill-based versus certain content. I'm really trying to teach my students to kind of think outside of the box and to tap into their natural talents and learn how to kind of seek out help when they need it, whether it's help from me, help from an elective teacher, help from students who have skills that maybe they don't.
What I really want them to walk away with is an ability to work together towards a common goal. Something simple like that, just being able to collaborate and problem solve.
I hope by the end of the year that my students leave my room with like a lot of confidence and a lot of skills that they can use in the years ahead.
I think we are allowed to or emphasize things that other schools can't. We've created an environment where there are very few students per teacher, and I really want to work hard to maintain that. I think it's so important that we keep class sizes down, 22, 23, 24. I think anytime it gets larger than that, we're affecting a teacher's ability to maintain a learning environment that we prioritize here. I think it's also one where we are allowed to emphasize all sorts of other things like safety, communication, the comfort level of that, where a lot of us teachers, we are constantly focusing on getting better at the practice of teaching.
Just be open to relationships, because there's a lot of teamwork going on, and we have to learn how to get along with one another, and you can't just be isolated here. And I think we have to learn how to be social and be open to new ideas.
I think the biggest piece of advice is let your guard down. I think a traditional high school environment is one it can be very threatening socially to a student to come in. There's a lot of cliques, there's a lot of associations that students have formed, and you just don't need to do that here. Let your guard down, make your friends, and try to be diverse in the connections that you form. Meet the teachers, talk to the teachers, trust the teachers, and do the same with the students. Really get in here. There's so many opportunities, and what I see is there's limitless opportunities at this school, and not every student really takes advantage of all of those. If you were to take advantage of the opportunities to learn, to engage, to join in with certain groups of people, you could be so progressive and make so much happen at this school. It's just a matter of taking advantage of that. So my advice would be form connections, take advantage of the opportunities, and let your guard down.
When they're relevant, I think that they can be really helpful in getting us to learn the concepts that they're trying to get us to.
I am in love with it. I think that there's no better way for me to learn stuff than to see it hands-on and put it to the test. Like for example, we're learning about Greek history in this class, in Aaron's humanities class. We're learning about Greek history, and we're learning about Greek tragedies and Greek plays, and we're actually writing plays. And now we picked a play that was the best play of our class, and we're putting it. We're starting the production of the play, and we're actually gonna put on a show, and it's gonna be pretty cool.
I really enjoyed Immersion Week. First year I made ukulele, second year I went to Europe with Pam, and that was a lot of fun. I think that's something unique about our school that I like. And then this year I'm going to go to Belize. Internship was an interesting experience, especially if you're like a college-bound student. because then you know kind of what you want to do with your life. It gives you more direction.
Because before going to advisory, especially as a freshman, you don't really know many people in the school, but it's good. I mean, or maybe you know maybe one friend from last year or something like that. But it's good to know people from other grades, because if you just know people from your grade, you're not really seeing everybody in the school and seeing everybody's point of view. And it's super cool that you can walk through the halls and get a high five from a senior who's super cool, and you get to know people who otherwise you normally wouldn't.
HTHI International is a school that is focused on project-based learning and college prep. We're a public school, so that means students can come from all over the county and they can apply through a lottery. So if they're a student who's interested in being prepared for college and being competitive for college, and they're also interested in a type of learning that is engaging and more authentic, connected to the real world, then this would be a place for them. If they're interested in connecting with adults to understand the adult world, that would be important, that they're interested in that, or that they're comfortable in that space. We will teach them how to be presenters of their information, how to communicate. We'll teach them how to use tools to support design of projects, creation of projects, redesign, reflection. They should be also interested in working in groups, because that's something that we do a lot of. I think college is a gateway to a lot of opportunities, and I think it's an important time for students to grow in their independence, for young adults to grow as independent people, and it's also an important time for them to have a lot of choice in the academics that they engage in. So I think college is a very important next step after high school, and it will also allow them to access themselves as individuals and who they are, as well as access opportunities after college.